I don't know what you guys want me to pull up. We talked about offline, then didn't really set like a good plan for it. But I do want to talk about. There was a little bit of drama yesterday. I've got some stuff I can maybe show, but I don't want to like get anyone in trouble. We were at an event at the Capitol, uh, just hanging out, doing stuff, and there was a little run-in with the governor of Oklahoma. And I mean, Adriana, do you want to tell whatever part of the story you feel comfortable telling? We're still trying to clear this with some people because we don't want to like, this wasn't our deal, and it wasn't like planned, and it wasn't like a thing that anybody went out of their way to do. It spiraled very quickly. And by very quickly, I mean like over a span of maybe 90 to 120 seconds. But I'll let Adriana, I'll let you tell however much you want to tell with that vague setup.
Well, okay. Well, I guess so. Long story short, like Nick said, we were at an event yesterday. We were at the Capitol for some work stuff, and the governor walked in, and so I'm like, "Hey, y'all, I want a picture with the governor." And so, I when Stid he stopped and talked to someone like 5 feet away from me, and then he practically damn near like walked over to right where we were at, and I was like, "Hey, Governor, I'm Adriana Laws. You know, can we take a picture?" He's like, "Yeah." So we take a picture, and I put my fist up like this, and that's me. Most of my pictures, I got my fist up. Like, that's who I am. Well, the governor apparently did not, he took offense to that, we'll say, and decided to, after the picture was taken, he was basically like, "Hey, what are you doing with your hand there?" And I was just like, like, I pretty much walked away from him, and I made the comment like, "Hey, Governor, free Julius Jones," and he went what completely left. His staffer, there was someone else first came and like approached us, and he's like, "Hey, that's not cool what you did. You're using the governor."
Disrespectful, I believe, was the word.
Yeah, he said you were really disrespectful for what you just did and all of this stuff. And I told him, "I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm sorry that you feel that a visual look like me in our freedom is offensive to you." Like, I literally just said, "I'm sorry you feel that way." And the next thing I know, Governor Stitt and a few other people came kind of charging at our group, like, to confront me about this picture that we just took. And Stitt's basically in my face, like, "Hey, that's not cool what you did. That was disrespectful. You need to delete the picture." And because I'm at the Capitol for a work event and I did not plan on having this run in with the governor, I did not like just like snap on him or like pull any kind of crazy shit. Before I could even respond, though, he turns and starts like getting into a whole altercation with a legislator that was in proximity to me or to the group that was just standing right there. And so it became a really intense, very fast situation that spiraled in like literally 90 seconds.
Yeah. From start
Um,
to finish, from like the governor walking into the area to him storming off. Um, so we've got pictures and stuff, even some video. But the deal is, this wasn't our deal, and like we're just trying to make sure that the innocent are not harmed by this. It was the staffer actually came up to me first and started to say something, and I just like rolled my eyes at him and said something to the effect of like, I mean, what you guys do on a daily basis is disrespectful or something like that. And, you know, he didn't, I think he saw me because I was probably one of the, like, you know, like, what, 3, 4, 5 white guys at the whole event, like, saw me and thought I was going to commiserate with him. So then he kind of huffed and waddled off. But it was weird. And I don't even know what sorry to name names here. I don't know what the legislator even said that got stit in their face, but yeah, it was a bizarre deal, and it was just weird that the governor of the state of Oklahoma took his time to like address it personally.
Like he literally came and got in my face and yelled at me and pointed his finger in my fucking face before 9:30 a.m. on a Thursday morning. I think we were all just so in shock that we just stood there like, what the fuck just happened?
Yes, he was absolutely 100% triggered. Like,
wasn't very cool, Adriana.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad stint. I like it.
Yeah,
I was just like, it's not cool. Like, yeah, delete the picture. Sure, I will.
And I'll say too, just in the lead up to his, because I mean, again, we're just standing there. I was like shoveling a bagel in my mouth. Like I wasn't like doing any activism. Like I probably got like cream cheese on my chin, like trying to just do this thing. But like when he first walked into the area, he spoke to some of the event folks and was like, he was legit mad that he wasn't like given, you know, time to do a photo op like that. That was his like, hey, how are you? Why wasn't I invited? And it's like, well, I mean, you know, like, I don't know, like, kind of a weird thing.
He wants to be invited to Muslim Day, but he doesn't want to be like perceived as somebody who's okay with black people or who supports black people and any type of thing that, you know, we try to do. It's just,
I mean,
like, Anna, like, don't you know?
Like,
no, I know.
You condemn
but remember, you can't be Muslim and black at the same time. Remember?
Yeah.
No, it's way deeper than that, because you condemn the black community for peaceful protesting and standing out against law enforcement brutality in this state where we have the highest number of police killings than anywhere in this country. And you come out and you call us terrorists and you sign legislation making it legal to run us over and fucking kill our king with Hate McGirt and all this bullshit. And then you want to come to Muslim Day like we're supposed to commiserate you and make you comfortable? Nigga, please.
And I mean, especially for something as innocuous as a raised fist in a picture. I mean, it's like, that's it. Like, it wasn't like you flipped him off, or, I mean, it was crazy.
I'm smiling in the picture, like I didn't talk shit to him, like I didn't insult him. I was like, hey, governor, like, let's take a picture, free Julius Jones. That was it.
Well, and that was only after he started to get like weird. Like it wasn't even like you let off with like that. Like, I don't know, it was deeply, deeply weird, and just like massive overreaction for what occurred. So anyway,
big stupid.
Yeah, it was dumb. It was real dumb. And you know, a lot of people in political circles are like terrified of Stitt because of like stuff like this, because he's so petty and vindictive. But it's like we really saw it like up close, the sheer level of petty that was on display there. So yeah, it was weird.
It's crazy, because I feel like there have been days of my life where I woke up and I was just like, okay, you know, the goal today is to talk, like, okay, like bully Kevin Stitt on Twitter because he did some bullshit, or, you know, like the goal for that day may have been like, let's see what we can drum up. Yeah. That literally was not the intention yesterday. Like, we were standing there just doing our thing, having a conversation, and waiting for our further instructions to do our damn jobs.
We were all on our best behavior. It was very early. None of us are extreme morning people. Yeah, it was funny, but like the unfunny part of it though is like, oh, sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm like, I had not even been to sleep. Like, I didn't even have the energy. Like, I stayed up that whole night. Like, I'm just standing in the Capitol, like, half dead.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, yeah, and if, I don't know, we'll see what we can put out. I mean, like I said, our big concern, though, and this is, like, what's, like, and it's funny, too, because there's been all this debate about self-censorship and about how fucking conservatives have to self-censor, but, like, we are legit sitting here, like, being like, should we even show pictures of what happened? Because they could go after people that we like and respect and don't want to, like, harm. And, like, over a nothing burger. Like, I mean,
like,
it
we
is,
had
like,
to legit
not
have a
thing.
conversation about whether or not we would even talk about this because of the targeting and the attacks that could happen, even to us on this live stream. Like, that is ridiculous.
Yeah, I actually like this comment. I mean, I know the person, I'm pretty sure I've seen you comment before and you mean it gently, but the raised fist is considered militant by some white folks. Still an overreaction. He is more of a petty, tyrannical CEO than a seasoned politician who can be diplomatic. Yeah, I mean, for sure that. Yeah, for sure.
The raised fist is considered militant by white folks who are interested in upholding the status quo of white supremacy and patriarchy. Yeah. And also maybe another reason why we shouldn't be so quick to ban books and divest from education in this state, because you don't even know what the fuck is going. Like, you think I'm offending you, and this is like a sign for liberation and solidarity.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm thinking. I mean, it wasn't the upright one. I mean, it was just like great. But I mean, like, you know, the Olympics. I mean, like, there's all sorts of. There's all sorts of ways he should have been exposed to that prior to this one moment in the Capitol, and then he definitely should not have, like, been that upset, you know? Anyway, yeah, I've got some stuff, like, we're ready to drop it, but we just want to get clearance from folks before we go to town on it, because, yeah, just want to protect the innocent and don't want folks who don't need smoke to get it, so... any more on this topic? We do have some really funny pictures though, so I hope we can share it, because some of them are like, you can like tell he was like visibly angry. Which to me, I just feel like, you know, that's a look a lot of people recognize, and it's not cool. Like, especially to be that angry over what he was angry about.
I mean, it's not like I said, stop killing black people. It's not like I called him out for any of the things. No. It's not like I called him out for his shitty decision and lack of action in the Julius Jones case. You know, it's like, I did not.
No, I mean, this is like the level of like respectability type politics that we're all expected to like live under. Is like, it is okay. Like, I mean, and we'll get to it right now. I mean, we'll transition over to the legislative stuff, but like, it's okay to pass a bill saying that people, potentially innocent people who have been convicted of death or life without parole, can't get commutation. Like, the odds are he will almost definitely sign that law. And it's like, you know, so we're not allowed to be mad about that, but you get to be mad about a fucking picture? Like, cool, man. Thanks for watching our video. Please give it a like and hit that subscribe button for more content. If you want to engage with us, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram.